Live. Start, Megraj.
Good morning, everybody. My name is MyBHARAT. Hope everyone is doing good in best of their health and unshakable patriotism. My heartily welcome to all to the live lecture series of Disha Bharat, My Bharat live series day 5. Today is an awesome day. In navigation, we require the support of compass to show the direction which needs to be tread to reach the destination. Similarly, in life too, we require a tool to show us the right direction to reach our goals. Today, youth have great dreams and goals. And Disha Bharat, an NGO started in 2005, acts as a compass in their life to reach their goals with right means, the values. All the programs of Disha Bharat in educational institutions are intended to nurture ethics and morals in the youth towards building a value-based, harmonious country. We have a wonderful youth panel today who will be sharing their details today. So let me welcome Shri Prada. Shri Prada is a BCom first year student who loves to read, sing, and dance. She has also participated in a lot of quizzes and college events. So let me welcome Shri Prada in a virtual stage.
Namaste to all the viewers. I am Shri Prada L from Vidyavardhaka Sangha First Grade College, Bengaluru, Karnataka. Today, I will be speaking about someone who is a great inspiration to both young and old alike. His determination, will, and courage to stand up for himself, for his tribe, and for his country is truly astounding and immensely commendable. We all know about Mahatma Gandhi and Subhash Chandra Bose, but there are many people who have greatly contributed towards freeing India from the shackles of British, but are unheard of. One such personality is Birsa Munda, whom I will be speaking about today. If we Indians could instill the same perseverance as him in our lives, our country would soon reach new heights. If we could protect and preserve our culture, traditions, and natural heritage with much zeal and enthusiasm, India would be as glorious as ever. In view of Birsa Munda's efforts and maneuvers towards the Indian independence movement, I would like to dedicate a song to him. मेरा कर्मा तू मेरा धर्मा तू तेरा सब कुछ मैं मेरा सब कुछ तू हर कर्म अपना करेंगे हर कर्म अपना करेंगे ए वतन तेरे लिए दिल दिया है जान भी देंगे ए वतन तेरे लिए दिल दिया है जान भी देंगे ए वतन तेरे लिए तू मेरा कर्मा तू मेरा धर्मा तू मेरा अभिमान है ए वतन महबूब मेरे तुझ पे दिल कुर्बान है ए वतन महबूब मेरे तुझ पे दिल कुर्बान है हम जिएंगे और मरेंगे ए वतन तेरे लिए दिल दिया है जान भी देंगे ए वतन तेरे लिए दिल दिया है जान भी देंगे ए वतन तेरे लिए हर कर्म अपना करेंगे हर कर्म अपना करेंगे ए वतन तेरे लिए दिल दिया है जान भी देंगे ए वतन तेरे लिए लिए, ए वतन तेरे लिए, ए वतन तेरे लिए, ए वतन तेरे लिए. अब वह राज इते जाना, महारानी राज तुंडू जाना. Let the kingdom of the queen be ended and our kingdom be established. Many great heroes in Indian history have fought for the freedom of our country. One such unsung hero is Birsa Munda, who set an example of patriotism by his heroic and courageous deeds. Birsa Munda, an Indian independence tribal activist who was a part of the Munda tribe, was born on 15 November 1875 at the village of Chalkad in Ranchi district of Jharkhand. He spearheaded a tribal religious millenarian movement which arose in the Bengal Presidency, now Jharkhand, in the late 19th century during the British Raj, thereby making him an important figure in the history of Indian independence movement. His father was Sugana Munda and his mother Karmi Hatu. His brother was Komta and his elder sisters were named Daskir and Champa. Birsa's early years were spent with his parents at Chalkar. His early life could not have been very different from that of an average Munda child. After living at Chalkar for a few years, driven by poverty, Birsa was taken to Ayuhatu, his maternal uncle's village, in where he stayed for 2 years. He received his education in Salga under the guidance of his teacher, Jaipal Nag. He then converted to Christianity to join the German mission school, but soon dropped out after finding out that the Britishers were aiming to convert the tribals to Christianity through education. After dropping out of school, Birsa created a faith called Birsaite. The Birsaites openly declared that the real enemies were the British and not the Christian Mundas. The cause of the Munda revolt was the unfair land-grabbing practices by the colonials and local authorities that demolished the tribal conventional land system. Birsa's long stay at Chaibasa from 1886 to 1890 constituted a formative period of his life. This period marked the German and Roman Catholic Christian agitation. In light of the independence struggle, Sugana Munda withdrew his son from school. Soon after leaving Chaibasa in 1890, Birsa and his family gave up their membership in the German mission, ceased being Christian, and reverted back to their original traditional tribal religious system. Birsa Munda left Garbera in the wake of the mounting Sardar agitation. He participated in the agitation stemming from popular disaffection at the restrictions imposed on the traditional rights of the Mundas in the protected forest under the leadership of Gideon of Piring in the Porhat area. During the year 1893 to 94, all wastelands in villages, the ownership of which was vested in the government, were constituted as protected forests under the 7th Indian Forest Act of 1882. In 1894, Birsa had grown into a strong young man, shrewd and intelligent, and undertook the task of repairing the Dombari tank at Garbera, which was damaged due to heavy rains. Birsa's experience as a young boy, driven from place to place in search of employment, gave insight into the agrarian question and forest matters. He was no passive spectator, but an active participant in the tribal movement going on in the neighborhood. Birsa Munda was credited with the revival of the traditional tribal system, which was mostly negatively affected by the British Christian missionary works. Many tribals under his sect had already converted into Christianity. He opposed and criticized the church and its practices, such as levying of taxes and religious conversions. He himself became a preacher and a representative of the traditional tribal religion and soon built up a reputation of a healer and a miracle worker. The Mundas Oraons and Kharyas flocked to Chalkad just to see him and to be cured of their ailments. Due to a rumor that those who didn't follow Birsa would be massacred, Birsa was arrested on 24th August 1895 and was sentenced to 2 years imprisonment. On 20th January 1898, after he was released from jail, he, along with his followers, went to Chutia to collect records and reinvestigate and re-establish racial links with the temple. He said that the temple belonged to the Kols, as called by the British, who were the tribals of Chota Nagpur in the eastern parts of India. Birsa was once again arrested at Jamkopai Forest in Chakradpur on 3rd February 1900. He breathed his last in jail on 9th June 1900 at a very young age of 25 years. His birth anniversary is observed as Janjatiya Gaurav Divas. Contemporary and late works, such as poetry, commemorate the tremendous impact of Birsa on his people, their joy and expectations at his advent. He was fondly known as Dharti Abba, meaning the father of earth. Today, there are many organizations and structures named after him, such as Birsa Munda Airport in Ranchi, Birsa Institute of Technology in Sindri, Birsa Munda International Hockey Stadium in Rourkela, which is also the world's largest hockey stadium, and many more. A statue of Birsa Munda was built at Nayamor, Bokaro Steel City in Jharkhand. His portrait hangs in the Indian Parliament Museum. In the words of Subhash Chandra Bose, our nation is like a tree in which the original trunk is of Swarajya and its branches are of Swadeshi and boycott. Thus, I would like to conclude my speech by saying, let us honor all the mighty warriors who made us Indians the proudest of all human beings and our country the most powerful of all nations, for freedom is nothing but a chance to be better. Thank you.
Indeed, yeah, it was a very wonderful session by Sri Prada. So definitely, she has given a lot of insight on Prisha Munda, the tribal freedom fighter. So let's go with the next speaker, who is Rashi Jain. She will be talking on Santa Revolution. What's the stage to you, Rashi?
Am I audible?
Yes.
The first ever peasant revolt against British force, against cruelty, against exploitation. The first ever revolt for bravery, for humanity, for dignity, self-respect, and independence. The Santhal Revolution. Good morning, everyone. I'm Rashi Jain of class 11th, and I feel proud and privileged to brief about Santhal Revolution, which wasn't just the first anti-British revolt, but was against all exploitation. The 19th century rebellion actually began as a movement against exploitation by Indian upper caste zamindars, moneylenders, merchants, and police officials who had come to dominate the economic sphere of Santhal life. The 19th century witnessed innumerable moments, but the ones like Santhal revolt hold a significant position in the India's struggle for freedom. So, who were the Santhals? Santhals were the agriculture people settled in Rajmahal Hills of Bihar. British turned to them for the expansion of the revenue through agriculture. Santhal agreed to clear forests to practice settled agriculture. In 1832, a large number of areas were demarcated as Daminai Ko or Santhal Pargana. However, gradually the exploitation started from the British government, and to such an extent that it gave rise to the Santhal Rebellion or Revolution. The revolt can be attributed to the introduction of permanent land settlement of 1793. The aforesaid settlement pattern by the British snatched the lands that the Santhals had been cultivating for centuries from them. The zamindars, moneylenders, European, and the British government officials raised the land tax and exploited farmers. They were so oppressed that they resolved to rebel against the landlords and the government. The Santals engaged in guerrilla warfare. This was a new occurrence for Bihar. The Santals formed their own armies composed of peasants marching against their oppressors. The Santhal army dismantled the railway, postal, and communication system. Surely, the Santhal revolt was very effective for a while, but it could not succeed against the absolute power of the British government and was suppressed. The Santhal revolt, also known as the Hull revolt, started on the 30th June of 1855 with the help of prominent leaders like Sidhu, Kanhu, Chand, and Bhairav, and also their two sisters, Phulo and Jhanu. The Santhal uprising was an organized movement with good leadership qualities. In a short period of time, it was successful in uniting about 60,000 people. If we look at the other spontaneous movement of that time, we find that none of the movement was that well arranged as the Santhal revolt. The unity of Santhal shook the nerve of the Britishers. So, what is the significance of this revolution? The Santhal rebellion the Santhal rebellion brought attention to the oppressive nature of the zamindari system imposed by the British East India Company on the indigenous community in the region. The rebellion played an important role in the creation of state of Jharkhand in 2000, which is a home to significant population of Santhali people. The rebellion is considered a turning point in the evolution of modern Santhali identity and the resistance against oppression. Overall, the rebellion remains a watershed moment in the evolution of the modern Santhali identity and resistance against oppression. Thus, Santhal uprising is not only a moment of great historical importance, it rather is the root cause behind it. The rights to tribal lands that finds mention, which becomes relevant in the present context. Thus, history truly is a continuum, and it is important to understand the past to make the sense of the present in order to deal with current tribal related issues in India. The struggle of man against power is the struggle of memory against forgetting, wrote Milan Kundra in one of his works. This powerful quote is a reminder of many things, of which one is the act of remembering. One such popular act of ritualized remembering is that of the great of Santhal rebellion that took part in the middle 19th century in British India. Thank you and have a wonderful day ahead.
Very awesome. Yeah, Rashi spoke very well about Santa Revolution. Definitely, it was indeed pleasure to the ears to listen about the freedom struggle which we had earlier. So let's have the screen for essay competition details. So yeah, Disha is conducting a state level essay competition. So the topic is Bharata in Amrit Kal, role of the youth. Okay, so definitely it's a very great pleasure to each and every students who are studying in colleges to attend this essay session and win the cash prize over here. So definitely the cash prizes are from 10,000 rupees to 1,000 rupees. It's very inspiring that you can always write about the topic and definitely win this cash prize. So below are the details. You can take the screenshot and definitely circulate to more people as well. Great. So we have Lavanya here to tell about the evening lecture series.
In today's lecture, we are going to have Shri Sahil Agarwal, co-founder and CEO of Rishihood University, Haryana, and he'll be speaking about Knowledge Republic, Bharat's civilizational dream. Thank you.
Great. Yeah, this was a wonderful morning today, and we got a lot of insights about the Disha Bharat campaign. And definitely, everybody is welcome for the walkathon, which is happening this coming Sunday. The posters will be shared, and it has been circulated everywhere already. So it was nice talking to everybody. Have a great time. Bye bye.